Hey guys, what's up? Hola amigos, ¿cómo estás? Guten Tag, wie geht's dir? This is Dynamite24 and I have another Becoming a Better Tanker episode for you. In this one, what I want to do is I want to explain to you strategy for Siegfried Line on the assault map mode. Now most of what I'm going to do is I'm going to be talking about it from the assaulting team or the attacking team's perspective, but I'm also going to cover the defensive perspective as well. Now the way this is going to work is I want everybody to get into position here, and then I'm going to pause it and explain right here. I'm going to explain how I want that junk off the screen. There. I'm going to explain the strategy, and then I'm going to let the game play out so you can see it. Now, first things first, as the attacking team, you want to present a unified front. And what I mean by that is basically you want to have tanks all along the line like we have here. If you look at the map on the side here, we have tanks all along the Dragon's Teeth, except not so much down in the south. Now, in an ideal situation, in an ideal world, these two tank destroyers would be pushed up a little bit further, and this guy, this whatever he is back there, not S51, but whatever he is, he would be pulled down here, this heavy tank, and there wouldn't be so much piggybacking as there is right here. So we have clusters of two guys together. That shouldn't occur. You should have them a little bit more spread out, but this is just a random game. So again, you want like a unified front. I guess the easiest way to think about it is take your hand, take your left hand, and put it right along the screen, basically kind of tracing where my teams, the green tanks, are. Make it into a C. So you have, your fingertips coming all the way down, and then the palm of your hand, and then eventually towards your thumb comes down into this area. That's essentially what you want to do. Is you want to make a C with your hand, and you want to tighten and squash them like a bug with that movement where you close your hand. Basically what you do is, again, you get into the unified front, and then you trade shots, you volley back and forth, destroying a tank here, destroying a tank there, and eventually you keep tightening the grip. You keep closing your hand until you eventually get where it's almost like a U shape, where your fingertips are over here, then the palm of your hand and your thumb comes into a U, and then a circle, and then you destroy the opposite team. That's conceptually what it looks like. Now on the opposite end, if you're defending, what you want to do is you want to destroy one of those, I guess, how would you explain it? You want to destroy part of the attack. In other words, if you're in the north, you want to destroy like the north part of it, and then you can flank over the guys in the middle and the south. Or vice versa, you destroy the southern, I guess, prong, and then flank, and then destroy the guys in the north. If you ever play against me, 9 times out of 10, actually probably 99 times out of 100, I'm going to go to the north, and I'm going to do battle along this line, try to knock out a couple tanks, and then turn the flank. That's the easiest way if you're the defense to try to do that. Conversely, if you start losing, and it doesn't work, retreat towards the cap. Everybody comes back towards the cap. So say you're a tank, say you're one of the red guys here at C8. Your buddies start getting destroyed and everything's starting to look bad for you. Retreat towards the cap so you get back into the city so you can start getting extra cover and you keep everything in front of you. Likewise, if you're down here on the south towards, say, or H7 right here into this sector, and you start losing some ground, losing a few guys, retreat backwards into G7 and then into F7. Retreat back towards the cap. And basically, is you're doing the same kind of movement with your hand. If you use the hand analogy, the one side's trying to close their hand around you. What you're doing is you're also closing your hand, but you're coming back towards the cap. So everybody's coming back, and you're getting tight. You're tightening up your defenses. So even though you may have lose 5 tanks, you get people closer together so they can get more firepower onto the enemy. That's the long and short of it. If you need additional help to try to conceptualize what happens, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to make another video on this or something along those lines. But this video is going to show you do a decent job of what I mean by that. Now again, you can see here that we do horribly in the south. We don't have enough guys down here to really make a unified front. And if the enemy would have known that and exploited that, maybe destroy this tank destroyer. Look, they're already into our backfield. They can start flanking us, turning our flank. It's going to be bad news bears. But luckily, they don't know that. We're really strong in the middle and towards the north. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trading shots with the Black Prince here. There's a few other guys. See how they're all clustered together? You don't want to do that if you're on the defense. You want to spread out, and even on the attacking team. You don't want to be so close. So we're just trading shots back and forth, trying to knock out somebody. Because somebody is going to be not smart enough to stay back or whatever. They're going to end up getting out there, maybe getting tracked, a lucky shot. Something's going to happen, and some team's going to get ahead of the other one. So now you can see we're already up 3-1. And we're still, again, trading shots back and forth. I know there's that Tiger 2 that came down into there, and eventually he's going to show up on the radar. See, nobody on their team is really exploiting this. I mean, look, this is why not having unified front is so dangerous as the attacking team. You can come right down here, they're in a backfield, Artie's gone, they're shooting us from behind, all that kind of stuff. Now what I'm doing here is I'm moving to get in front of the Tiger 2. If you've ever played football, or even if you're just kind of like an armchair quarterback, when one wide receiver moves from one side of the field to the opposite side of the field to see the defensive cornerback, depending if they're playing man or whatever, they'll move with them. That's what I'm doing here. The Tiger 2 moved over to the left, or my left, so I moved over so he couldn't flank me, or outflank me. And then we all get together, we knock out the Tiger 2. So you can see how we are, pause it real quick, you can see how we're closing the fist. There was a big fight down here. These guys did a great job fighting up front in the city, but we knocked out their northern defenses, and now we're tightening, we're coming down on them. You can see if you use the hand tip and the finger analogy again, it would be essentially as though our fingertips are now at C098. You know, we're making a big U out of our hand, and our thumbs coming around to the G6, 7, 8, and 9. Although in this game in particular, it doesn't really happen since, again, we were weak in the south. We got lucky on that. That's all that happened there. So we knock out the northern defenses, and we start constricting them. And they don't see, they're not retreating towards the cap. When they're getting to such low numbers like this, you need to retreat towards the cap, because then you're firing at somebody, your allies firing at somebody. Even though you may be down the tanks, you still have the extra firepower from constricting your defenses. See here, all I'm trying to do is keep that the 112. I just want to have people shoot at them. I might not be able to do any damage. I just want people to be able to shoot at them. That's why I track them. You know, you knock out one tank at a time. So much of World of Tanks is just one tank at a time. Don't try to, you know, don't think you gotta take on the whole enemy team at once. You just gotta knock out one tank at a time. And you see, we kind of swamped them in this one, but that's the strategy that you need to use. And you can see up and away. Oh, not quite. Trying to have a flying panther, but it didn't work. And then somehow, I think I bounced right here. Yep. Somehow I bounced off the tiger's cupola. Or cupola. But there she be, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Siegfried Line Assault map strategy. If you have any questions, I'm going to try to get up another video, preferably showing the defensive side, so you can understand what I mean by constricting and coming back towards the cap, and how you want to knock out either the north or the southern prongs first. You don't really want to try to attack in the middle. As the defense, the middle here is probably your weakest point. And the reason that is because you can get attacked from the north, you can get attacked from the center as well, and you can get attacked from the south. you want to um, focus on the north because you can only get attacked from the north and sometimes from the center, or the south where you can get attacked from the center or the south. That way you're not getting shot at from 3 different sides. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you think this is a decent strategy, if you think I should make another video to try to help explain it. Like I said, I really want to do a defensive one to help like coincide, and you can see it from the other perspective. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to try to help out. And yeah, take care, guys. Bye bye.